All right. So there's been a recipe going around social media for beer bread, and having made some beer breads before, it kind of looked a little off to me. So we're gonna go ahead and make the beer bread as per the recipe, and see how it turns out. So, Everett, would you like to put the flour in the bowl? So we have 3 cups of flour.
Yeah.
Dump it all in there. Just dump the whole thing. Yeah. All right, I'll take that. All right, now dump this one in there.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. Oops. We have 2 7/8 cups of flour in there. All right, and then we have a 1/4 cup of sugar. Here you go, kiddo. Ready?
Dump the whole thing?
Dump the whole thing in there. Yeah. All right, and a can of lukewarm beer. Dump this in there. It's gonna be all foamy. There we go. So the recipe said dump them all in and mix them up. All right. Yeah, give her a good mix.
Because you know in there?
Mix it all together.
Yeah. Yeah, foamy. This is foamy. Why is it so foamy?
That's because of the beer. It's because of the carbonation in the beer. It's supposed to make the bread fluffy.
What's Pepe doing?
Pepe's scratching himself
What
because he's got an itch.
kind of is?
Oh, I don't know. Ooh, we're going with the twist method here. All right, ready? That's gonna help.
Oh,
You gonna get that in there? All right. All right.
Then I feel that I'm gonna
I'm gonna treat this sort of like soda bread and try and not overwork it. So next, put the whole thing in a parchment-lined pan. Kind of mush it out just a little bit. All right, that looks good. And we're going to put it into a 350-degree preheated oven for however long the recipe said for. I think it said 30 to 40 minutes. So
It's 40 to 60.
40 to 60 minutes. All right. So we'll see you in 40 to 60 minutes. All right. So we have the previous loaf, and we haven't opened it yet, but it's definitely a little on the dense side. So looking at the recipe and thinking about what I think that the intention was, made a couple slight modifications, and here's what we got. So we have the same 3 cups of flour. I'm gonna pour them in.
just dump off.
Dump the whole thing in. Good job. Next one.
I'm good.
Good. Awesome. All right. And in here we have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. So go ahead and dump that in there. So this is a lot more like a traditional beer bread or a soda bread. And then we have the same 1 can of room temperature beer. All right, let's give it a stir.
Yeah.
Stir it good. You want to stir it together? There we go. And stir and stir.
Stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, we go.
There we go. over mix it. Let's
No.
scrape this stuff. You're done? Good? Good, we got it? Careful, this pan is hot.
Now we're going to do this.
Now we're gonna dump it right on in. Here we go.
There we go. Somewhere. And then we'll roll up.
Go.
Got it. There's him.
Fine. Let's give it a little massage here. Now you're gonna have to wash your hands too.
Hold on.
And back in. And this time we're going into a 425 degree oven for say about 40 minutes or so. All right, the bread is ready. So here is the modified recipe. It still didn't get a ton of lift, but it definitely is less dense than this brick here.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, let's see what they taste like.
Yeah, let's see what it tastes like now.
All right.
It's going to taste good.
You think it's gonna taste good? Well, it has more. It definitely has more air pockets in it than I would have imagined. For not having any yeast or leavening agents.
But turned out it looks pretty good.
Alright. So here is this one.
It looks good. I don't have
And then let's see. Alright, what do you think?
good.
It's good? It's sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of sweet.
It's actually has a nice little bit of a chew to it.
Sam, how is it? How is it kind of sweet?
Well, we put sugar in it. Alright. Much different. You can see there's just a whole lot more evenly dispersed air pockets. Alright. Yeah, that's just weird. It's sweet. I'm glad Everett likes it. It needs salt. It's honestly a whole lot better than I expected it to be, but it is not my favorite. Alright, kiddo. You want butter on yours? No thanks. Okay. Alright, tell me if you like this one any better. Is it better, or which one do you like better?
The one I always had.
Yeah? This is beer bread.
They don't taste of beer bread.
Both of them are beer bread.
This one's beer bread.
Yeah, they were both beer bread. They
But
put
this
beer in
one
both
is-
of them.
But this one is not sweet like this one.
That's right. You could actually make a sandwich with this. There's enough structure to it. There's no strange flavors. But yeah,
This is
Well.
the same as this one.
there you go. I guess we've got a split decision here. I was hoping to be unanimous, but I definitely like the modified recipe better. I think that it came out lighter and fluffier. But interestingly enough,
But this came out good.
this is strange and it's sweet, but you could definitely do something with it. And it's edible, at least. So, there you have it. Apparently Everett has that. Alright. Thanks guys. Happy hacking.